yell, raise your hand, I'll get you. Right in the back.
Jacob, I wonder what about tonight, obviously the result wasn't what you wanted, but what about tonight felt different to you from how things went last season?
I think we fought, to be honest. We definitely fought. We were in the game. 37.7% from the field goal. That's not good, and we still were in the game. So like, we just got to make shots. I feel like we had good opportunities to make shots, but they didn't fall. So we definitely fought as a group. I'm proud of this team and what we did today. We fought, but we didn't come out with the dub. So we have things to work on.
Oscar, 19 rebounds. What do you think went right for you on the offensive glass tonight?
That's what you gotta do. If you really want to help your team, you gotta fight. I came out there to fight. So I was going for everything. I was doing my best. I came in to win the game. That's why I was fighting. Like every rebound, I cannot leave anybody rebounding for me. That's what I was going for with everything.
He had 3 jumpers he didn't take that I was like telling him, shoot the ball. He's a really good shooter. But you got to still figure out how we get the ball to him closer to the basket, but he also can really shoot.
Oscar, how do you play as physical as you do and not get into foul trouble? Obviously, you knew you had to be out there down the stretch. You got the third one, but then you played the last 11 minutes without a foul. How do you balance that?
It is something we work on there with the coaches and everybody, because if you watch me these past 2 years, I really struggled with foul trouble. If you see the way we got in ball screen, it helped me a lot from not getting in foul trouble. When I go for rebounds, like something again we work on it, because I usually go push people behind. But right now we work with the coaches, I gotta go side to side. You know, when you're side to side, you're not gonna go that. So I just go physical. Exactly, you're gonna be using your head and everything.
Is that a dog? What is that?
It's not a dog.
It's a dog. What?
It's like a cleaning machine.
What is it? Somebody go get their dog.
Refrigerator.
Yeah, for both of you guys. Duke went on a 22-5 run, and you guys came right back and countered it. What'd you call on to do that, and what do you think that says about the team?
I mean, it says a lot. We're never going to back down from a fight. We're always going to play to the end. When it says 0-0 on the clock, that's when we'll stop fighting. So no matter if we're down, if they go on a run, basketball's a game of runs. So everyone's going to have their runs now. If they had their run now, we got to go for our run. So we're never going to back down from a fight. We're going to always fight because that's who we are. That's what we work on. We work on fight. And if you're not going to fight, you can't play this game. So that's what we preach on.
The players, what do you think was the difference in this game, particularly in that big run Duke had in the second half?
Defensively, we got to be better, individually and as a team. That's really much it. On the offensive end, we got to execute better. We got to start making shots. Again, we shot 37% from the field goal for the game, and that's not good enough. And we were still in the game, so that says a lot about this team.
Anything else for players? All right, right here, right here.
Could just talk about the challenge of guarding Banchero tonight.
He's a very skilled player. Like, let's not hide the fact that he's a good player. He's 6'10", 250, or whatever he is. It was a challenge, but I like challenges. I take pride in my defense. There was times where I stopped playing and he got easy buckets, and that's on me. But at the end of the day, we learn from it. We're going to go back, watch film, and I'm going to watch film, and we're going to see what we can do better as a team and as individuals, and we're just going to move on.
Jacob, what was it like just looking over and seeing your brother and some of the Knicks and Knicks coach and Knicks players and former Kentucky guys supporting you guys?
It's a real moment. Being from New York, it's a dream come true. Playing MSG where my brother plays all the time, it's just a real moment. I don't know how to describe it.
Okay, last question.
Jacob, I just wonder what you and your teammates take from watching Oscar basically play himself to exhaustion trying to grab every rebound and getting 19 of them, I think 12 in the offensive play?
I would say we're used to it. We watch it every day in practice. He's always fighting. He doesn't take days off. He wants to better himself, and the way he plays in practice helps us as individuals and a team. So he's always been a fighter. He's always been a hustle player, and he's always been that type of dog to just go after rebounds, dive on the floor. He's been that type of player. So it's good for us, and it's good for the team.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
You're on that bus, so you go back.
Let us,
Yes, guys, because I'm headed out too. Yes.
Cal, what do you make of that? What do you make of what you saw tonight? Good, bad, nothing?
Well, we got it to 4, and then we'll watch the tape. 2 shots blocked, and all I said all week, if you drive, just don't get it blocked. Don't even worry about making it, because when that guy comes, the backboard's free. We got 2 shots blocked, and part of this is, it was me based on playing Xavier too many minutes. And I think he tired out a little bit. He had 5 turns in the second half. But Tai wasn't playing well. And so I just stuck with who was playing well. So he got tired. Tai played the way he did because we kind of wanted him to. Like, this kid we're playing exhibition games, he's shooting 9 and 10 shots. You're supposed to be a guy that could go get baskets. So I will take responsibility for some of the plays that he made. And I just said to him, kid, you don't have to make every shot. You just can't miss them all. You gotta make 1 or 2. And he just was missing a bunch of shots. And if you watched him play, that's not him. But this was a moment kind of game. And for us to be in that game, when our better players did not play well, and their 2 really good players played really well, and we had a chance to win. That's crazy. And so shooting, 37%. We're still working on post play for Oscar, but I'm telling you guys, he can really shoot the basketball. And so, when he passed up those foul line shots, I'm like, he passed up 3 of them. Like, shoot it. I thought Kellen played well. I thought Davion played well. The game was a funky game for Damian, but I think he'll be fine.
Bingo, 1, 2, 3. Anything else? Perfect.
Cal, I know that the turnovers were high in the second half, but just what was it like having somebody like Xavier run your team, especially since,
Oh.
Yeah.
And he's in huddles talking. I mean, he's directing. He's taking, he's doing. Look, when you have a downhill runner, he's just got to get comfortable with our guys. And Oscar has never been. They've never thrown lobs to Oscar. Everything was a bounce and a mush, And now all of a sudden we're trying to get him. You notice he laid him in versus dunking it. So we got a lot of work to do. But you have to have a post presence if you're going to win. That's where you shoot a higher percentage. We missed a bunch of shots that I'm like, wow. But give due credit. I mean, they kept us in pick and rolls. And again, I should have gone to forcing down the sideline earlier than I did. Not our kid's fault. I told them after, that's on me. But I loved our fight. I loved our competitive spirit. And that's what our program has always been about. Now, some guys are going to step up. Like when you talk about, I'll just throw a few years ago. Tyler Hero, no one knew. He was a 4-star. He played a McDonald's game. Some of you go, oh, we knew. What are you talking about? Keldon Johnson, we knew this, but all of a sudden, what did they do? Whoop! And then all of a sudden, we get a chance to win a national title. They weren't there early. This team has some guys. I don't know which guys will do it, but they got to step up. I said they got their 2 top 5 players played like top 5 players. Now, if you want to be them, then step your game up. I think we'll be able to do some of that, but it all starts with fight. I've got to do a better job in scheming defensively and what we're going to do. But like I said, I walk away, I wanted us to compete against ourselves and do stuff. We only had 13 turnovers. Like you think we had like 40 turnovers. We had 13. But we had 15 assists. And one kid had 7. Think about what that means. And he had a bunch of them late in the second half. So, the dog's in that refrigerator, by the way.
John, Keon played 16 minutes, 40 seconds. That's 11 minutes at minimum, fewer than any other starter. He didn't have foul trouble for the entirety of the
He was
game.
struggling to guard Paolo.
Okay, that's basically. I just wanted to get through.
Yeah.
It was purely a matchup deal.
No, did you watch the game?
I actually had to write off the first game in the first half, so
There
I
you
watched the
go.
second.
So tell them what happened.
Struggling to guard Paolo.
Thanks, man.
John, you've coached a lot of really good freshmen. Paulo,
Really
what do you,
good.
yeah, what do you
Really
think
good.
of him?
He's really good. Great kid, great family, really good. You can't, we had too much respect for him, and we backed away, and now he shoots. No, make him make basketball plays. And I kept saying it, but we're afraid, so they kept backing up. Now, Jacob seemed to go guard him and make him spin and do some stuff. But I even said prior to the game, they're going to ISO him. I thought they'd short pick and a step-up screen and short roll him to the foul line and let him play there. Well, they played him on an elbow and they played him in a short corner. It was the same idea. And then we were like, okay, how are we going to do this? And it was a tough matchup. Keon didn't play that bad. It was a tough match. We want to try to win the game.
You recruited Trevor and Paolo pretty hard.
Trevor not as hard, but
Was it hard?
recruited
watching
Roach, recruited Griffin, probably recruited Williams. We got beat by on all of them.
But seeing those guys that you recruited so hard, kind of thriving in
Paulo's the one that we recruited so hard. I'm fine with it. I don't take this stuff personal. I hope he does well, and I hope we play him again, and he doesn't play so well. But, like his dad is Italian, and he's an Italian citizen. So am I. I got a passport. So, and I still didn't get him. I don't know. So, but, he's good. The thing that they've done right now is he's in better shape. And they took him out for a long period of time. I don't know why they had him out a stretch.
Cramps.
What is it?
Cramps.
So he's not in shape.
Last question, all the way in the back. Last question.
Coach, with this potentially being your final meeting with Coach Krzyzewski.
No. We're hoping one more, but go ahead.
In that case, what will you remember about your battles against us?
Well, I remember one where we got beat so bad that I told the guys in the last 5 minutes, if anybody fouls or stops this clock, you're finding your own way home. I want to be out of this building in 7 minutes. And then the other time, Tyler Eulis just totally dominated the game and we beat them. We may have beat him a couple times. I don't know. You'd have to tell me. I know we beat him with Tyler Eulis. So may have beaten him another time too, but that you're going to have a well-coached team. His players are going to want to win the game, so are mine. And that's why you have this kind of game. He said to me after, this is like a postseason game. So, but the coaches, I don't know if we got them we got the 3 coaches together because none of us were going to be able to do anything here, so we did a Zoom call. And Bill Self said, Cal, why don't you get us a bottle of Pappy for him and we'll all chip in, which they didn't chip in, just so you know. So we got him a bottle of Pappy. Do you guys know what that Pappy Van Winkle?
Yeah.
We got people that don't know in this room. Well, look it up, okay. I said, when we gave it to him, it was, if you don't drink bourbon, and I knew he didn't, but if you don't drink bourbon, you save this, and when I retire, you give it back to me. He came up to me prior to the game and said, my daughter saw this and said, you can't get this. And I knew he didn't know. He was like, yeah, nice bottle. poured out, you know. But, and I would have done the same, but now I live in Kentucky, so I know what bourbon is, and I need some bourbon right now, to be honest with you. But I think it was an enjoyable game that we learned, hopefully they learned. We gotta have some guys step up. I can't play Severe. How many minutes did I play?
38.
Can't play a guy 38 this early in the season. So he should have played about 32 and he'd have been fine. He wouldn't have had those turnovers. Not his fault, that's on me. Ty, he took more shots in this game than the 2 exhibition games. And part of that was me saying, look, I want you to go at these dudes. So that's the dog getting out of the refrigerator, just so you know. Okay, thank you.